All right. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the NFL stream. I'm about to start that here in a sec. So, um hopefully everybody likes and subscribes and yeah, without further ado, it is Chicago versus Los Angeles Rams. So, here we go.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bears and the Rams, and it's all up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth. But Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offense and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, here's Staff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, This is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt as he's standing right around his own goal line. Pettis now to return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. This one caught by Parkinson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, L.A.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Stafford to throw again. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Time will run out on him as he's taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's in! DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now a loose football. The Bears have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That That's the rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way in to record the sack. On the ground, it's Homer. Finding space at the 15. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got his big tight end. Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Cup in motion. Off play action. It's Stafford. He'll get this out to the left flat. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. Play action, Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
On play action, it's Stafford. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Stafford. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. A play fake. Now Williams gonna look deep, looking for more. And the Rams will take over possession here at the 44.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They go play action with Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Second down, it's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Stafford from the gun on third down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a clinic tape as far as how do you rush the quarterback. From all 3 levels, their ability to get the quarterback on the ground is pretty remarkable, and it's still early here in the game, and if this offense doesn't get going here and protect the quarterback, we could be looking at a record-setting performance.
Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential early knockout. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's got another one. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot downfield looking for Cup. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Stafford. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. A give, and here comes Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now a third and 2. Cup in motion. Third and 2. Stafford. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On first and 10, Stafford. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
A big-time play for the Bears. 41 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. First reception for the NFL leader in that category here in the opening month of the season. And it's a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not...
Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the right challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll run with Johnson, and he will score. Roschon Johnson, touchdown Chicago. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here to let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football. One of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore. And then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern Time. On 1st down, Stafford. That one up. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bears have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, a run with Williams. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The key to this play, Mike, was defensively their ability to stretch this ball and make him go laterally. Anytime you can force the ball carrier to go sideways on 3rd and short, it gives your defenders time to rally, make the tackle for no gain, brings up 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He's spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. That one good for 26 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. Now it's going to be third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that one, not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
3rd and long. Throwing, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And here's DJ Moore coming off an impressive first season in Chicago. Saw him set a new career high in catches, yards, and touchdowns. And remember that new rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams, under center, first overall pick. And a big reason they felt they were ready for a rookie quarterback was because of weapons like Moore.
Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Cup in motion. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. To the air again, Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. The ball comes out. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this 1st half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Jordan Addison, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Downs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. He put together the kind of half you dream about. 5 touchdown passes, as his guys are well in control of this ball game. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a 15-minute intermission. So yeah, if you guys gotta go to the bathroom, yeah, we'll be back in 15 minutes. I forgot I muted that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start that the second half now. So here we go.
you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
First and 10. Now it's Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A play fake. Now Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, a run with Johnson. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. On the give, it's Johnson. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. Greg, kind of a head-scratcher in this one. A fumble or two here or there. That's going to happen. But they've continually put the ball on the ground in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like it, and kind of seems like when it rains, it pours. It gets a little mental for the ball carriers. They're kind of contagious in a sense, Mike. But you know who also gets really wrapped up in it is the defense. They say, hey, I've seen that ball pop out time and time again. You get those guys continuing to believe it's going to come out and attack the ball, and you have days like this today.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll go with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. They face second down and 7. Off play action. It's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's complete. Some more on the right side.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And that's his 5th touchdown catch of the game. That ties the NFL single-game mark. Jerry Rice did it in 1990. Kellen Winslow Sr. 1981. Bob Shaw all the way back in 1950. They have company with the 5-touchdown reception game in this one. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Rams offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Rams punting unit coming out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. And on this 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the goal line and in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears stretch things out even further. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse. And I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions. And after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This is fielded well short of midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Johnson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Second down, it's Stafford.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, out comes the punter. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. He'll try the right side with Johnson. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A give, and here's Johnson.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Looking middle and complete with Allen.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Automatic first down.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, They have no answers whatsoever.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's going to be taken down. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin. Most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll locate Kupp. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete. It's Kupp again. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. This one, returnable. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone yet again. Throws Deshaun Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Stafford. High throw, but it's reeled in.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
This brought in out past the 20. He gets free. And he's gonna score. He takes it back on the punt return. 78 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. And now they are starting to pour it on here. All phases going. Add the punt return unit for yet another touchdown.
Some days, Mike, it's just your day, and that's what today is for this team. It just seems everything they're doing, everything they're calling is coming up right. The latest being that punt return to extend this lead. Wow, what a play. All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So instead of the offense securing 2 points on that try, if he's able to secure that interception and take it the other way, he would have gotten 2 points for the defense.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stafford. He finds Hupp along the out route. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's taken in by Higbee. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams 1st down. Again, it's Stafford. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. Johnson. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run here with Johnson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he will score again. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Chicago. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On is Santos for the PA. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
All right, everybody, that will do it. So that is the end of this stream. Tomorrow will be the podcast. So join us for that. Remember to like and subscribe. And have a good night.